Oleg Basilashvili is a well-known Soviet-Russian film and theater actor, as well as political figure in the former Soviet Union and in the new Russia. Biography. Childhood. Born to a family of mixed Russian, Polish, and Georgian origin. He's half Russian. Oleg Valerianovich Basilashvili was born on 26 September 1934 in Moscow, USSR. His father, named Valerian Basilashvili, was a director of the Moscow Polytechnical College. His mother, named Irina Ilinskaya, was a teacher of linguistics. His father made up a humorous story that his grandfather had once arrested a dangerous criminal named Hugashvili, who was really Joseph Stalin. In reality, Basilashvili's maternal grandfather was a Russian Orthodox priest and an architect, who participated in the construction of the Cathedral of Christ the Savior in Moscow. During the Second World War, young Oleg Basilashvili was evacuated from Moscow to the Transcaucasian Republic of Georgia. The young Basilashvili went to a primary school and lived with his paternal grandfather until the end of World War II. Acting career. In 1956, Oleg Basilashvili graduated from the acting school of the Moscow Art Theatre, where he had studied under Pavel Masalsky. His group was one of the most talented. Among his groupmates there was Yevgeny Yevstinyayev, Mikhail Kozakov and Tatiana Doronina, his first wife. He made his film debut as a young groom in film Nevesta by director Grigory Nikulin, based on a story by Anton Chekhov. At the time, together with his first wife, Tatiana Doronina, Basilashvili joined the troupe at the Bolshoi Drama Theatre in Leningrad under the leadership of the legendary director Georgy Tovstonogov. Since 1959, Basilashvili has been a permanent member of the troupe at the BDT in St. Petersburg. His stage partners were such stars as Kirill Lavrov, Tatiana Doronina, Eliza Fraindlich, Lyudmila Makarova, Svetlana Kruchkova, Zinaida Sharko, Valentina Koval, Innokenty Smoktanovsky, Oleg Borisov, Pavel Luspekhaev, Sergei Yursky, and many other remarkable Russian actors. Basilashvili's most memorable stage works were in the play Uncle Vanya by Anton Chekhov, Kostyma based on the eponymous story of Leo Tolstoy, The Lower Depths by Maxim Gorky, and other classic plays directed by Georgy Tovstonogov at the BDT in St. Petersburg. Film career. Oleg Basilashvili shot to fame with his roles in films by director Eldar Ryazanov. They collaborated in such popular films as Office Romance, Station for Two, Promised Heaven, and Prediction, which became significant box office hits. Among Basilashvili's film partners were such actors as Eliza Fraindlich, Lyudmila Gurchenko, Nikita Mikhalkov, Nona Mordukova, Evgeny Leonov, and Natalia Gundareva, among many other Soviet-Russian film actors. His most acclaimed film role was made in collaboration with director Georgy Danilia in the remarkable Autumn Marathon. The film is a cross-genre comedy and melodrama with a bit of humor and satire of the Soviet life. In it, Basilashvili plays a man in his midlife crisis, who is torn between two nice women, his wife and his mistress, and all three of them become entangled in the game of lies and personal demands, being at the same time strangled by the stagnant Soviet reality. Basilashvili co-created a memorable acting ensemble with such actors as Natalia Gundareva, Evgeny Leonov, Marina Nielova, and Nikolai Kruchkov. The film became a Soviet classic, and was awarded at international film festivals in Berlin and San Sebastian. In the 1980s he appeared in eccentric films by Karen Shakhnazarov. Those were Kira Garod Zero and SNY. Dreams, a wild comedy about perestroika, is especially remarkable. In it, Basilashvili tried on several images, those of a noble count from the past, a pornographer and a rock star. In 2001, Oleg Basilashvili starred in Karen Shaknazarov's comedy Yedi Iliv Semena Istria Otravleni. The actor performed both as pensioner Prohorov and the Pope Alexander VI Borgia in it. Among the actor's other works of the early 21st century, one can mention the role of Professor Fyodorov in the historical film The Romanovs, a crowned family, and General Yepunchin in the TV series The Idiot, directed by Vladimir Bortko after the famous novel by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Selected filmography: The Seventh Companion as Arrested Officer, Eternal Call as Arnold Lagnovsky, Take Aim as Boris Pash, A Slave of Love as Savvyuzakov, Office Romance as Yuri Samokivalov, Autumn Marathon as Andrei Bizykin, Say a Word for the Poor Hussar as Count Mertzliev, Station for Two as Platon Ryabinin, Courier as writer Semen Kuznetsov, Zero Grad as writer Vasily Chaganov, Promised Heaven as Fedor Yelistratov, Prediction as writer Oleg Goruinov, The Romanovs, and Imperial Family as Professor Sergei Fedorov, Izazel as General Lavrentiy Mizanov, The Idiot as General Ivan Yepunchin, The Master and Margarita as Woland, Liquidation as Esoteric Igor Semenovich. Political career. During the 1990s he was a visible political figure in Russia, and was elected the representative of Leningrad in 1990. Eventually he became a member of the pro-democratic group of representatives in the Russian parliament, and a supporter of such politicians as Anatoly Sobchak and the first Russian president Boris Yeltsin. Oleg Basilashvili was a strong proponent of returning the original name to the city of St. Petersburg. He quit politics after 2000 and focused on his acting career. Comeback. After a few years of his artistic hiatus, Oleg Basilashvili made a comeback with an impressive performance as Woland in the TV miniseries The Master and Margarita, an adaptation of the eponymous novel of Mikhail Bulgakov by director Vladimir Bortko. In his own words, Basilashvili played the character of Woland in resemblance of an authoritarian and manipulative bureaucrat, alluding to a Soviet-era dictator. Basilashvili created a powerful interplay with a stellar ensemble of actors, such as Alexander Abdulov, Kirill Lavrov, Anna Kovalchuk, Alexander Galibin, Alexander Filipenko, and other notable Russian actors. Recognition. Oleg Basilashvili was designated People's Artist of the USSR. He was awarded the State Prize and was decorated by the Russian government. Order of the Red Banner of Labor, Order of Merit for the Fatherland, Third Class, for outstanding contribution to the development of domestic theatrical art and many years of fruitful activity. Fourth Class, for outstanding contribution to the development of domestic theatrical art. Order of Friendship for services to the people associated with the development of Russian statehood, the achievements in labor, science, culture, arts, strengthening friendship and cooperation between nations. People's Artist of USSR, Honored Artist of the RSFSR, People's Artist of RSFSR, State Prize of the RSFSR for his role as Samokivalova in the movie Office Romance. Prize of the Government of St. Petersburg in the field of literature, art and architecture. The award, Gold Soffit, for Best Actor. The award, Golden Mask Award for Best Actor. The role of Prince K in the play Uncle's Dream. International Theatre Prize in 2009 in the category for his contribution to Russian theatre. Honorary member of Russian Academy of Arts. Presidential Order of Light.